The announcement blared through the airport speakers. Final boarding call for Flight 287 to Seattle. She ran, shoes clicking against the polished airport tiles, her coat flapping behind her like wings. Emma's eyes scanned the gate numbers in a blur. Her backpack thumped with each step, but she didn't care. She was so close. Just a few more feet and help, please, someone. A faint, trembling voice halted her mid-step. She turned. Slumped near a row of seats was an old man in a rumpled gray coat, a cane lying on the floor beside him. His hand clutched his chest, his eyes wide with panic and fear. Emma froze. The gate was just ahead. The flight she had saved for months to afford. The job interview that could finally turn her life around was waiting in Seattle. Everything she had worked for, all she had endured, came down to this moment. But then the old man wheezed again, and Emma's heart overruled her mind. She ran back. 29-year-old Emma Brooks wasn't a hero. She never considered herself anything special. A part-time waitress and part-time caregiver, she lived a modest life in Cleveland. She'd grown up the eldest of 4 kids, raised by a single mother who taught her that kindness wasn't about what you had. It was about what you gave. Emma gave all she could. And today, she gave up her future, or so it seemed. She knelt beside the old man, checking his pulse, asking if he could breathe, doing everything she'd learned during her years of taking care of elderly patients. Airport staff rushed over. Paramedics followed. In the chaos, the plane took off. Her name was paged several times. She didn't respond. By the time the old man was stabilized and taken away, the flight was gone. So was her shot at the biggest opportunity of her life. Emma sat alone at gate 16, her boarding pass crumpled in her hand. Tears welled in her eyes, not out of regret but sheer exhaustion. It had taken her a year of working double shifts to afford that flight. The job in Seattle, a position at a nonprofit supporting children with disabilities, was her dream. But the interview was scheduled for tomorrow morning. No more flights would reach in time. She texted the hearing manager apologizing and turned her phone off. A janitor sweeping nearby noticed her face. "You okay, miss?" She wiped her tears. "Yeah, just missed my flight." He gave a soft nod as if he understood more than she said. Hours passed. Emma wandered through the airport, unsure of what to do next. Her savings were spent, her future uncertain. As she passed a coffee shop, the woman at the counter called out, "Miss Emma Brooks." Emma turned surprised. "You've been requested to come to gate 4. There's someone waiting for you." Confused and wary, she walked over, dragging her worn-out bag behind her. When she arrived at gate 4, 2 men in suits greeted her with kind smiles. "Miss Brooks, Mr. Harrington would like to meet with you," one said. "Mr. Harrington," she repeated. They didn't answer, just gestured to a private lounge nearby. Inside, the lights were dim, the furniture plush and luxurious. Seated on a large leather chair was the old man from earlier, now in a crisp navy suit, sipping tea like he owned the world. Because, as it turned out, he did. At least this part of it. "I thought I'd never see you again." The man smiled. "Sit, please." Emma blinked. "You're okay." "I am, thanks to you." She sat hesitantly, overwhelmed. "I missed my flight. I had a job interview." He raised a hand. "I know everything." I asked around. Emma was baffled. "Who are you?" He leaned forward and offered a wrinkled hand. "Arthur Harrington, founder and chairman of Sky Legend Airlines." The words hit her like a wave. She gasped. You own the airline." "Technically," he chuckled. "My kids run most of it now, but I still visit airports on my own. I like watching people. You see the best and worst in them here." He studied her. "And today I saw something rare." Emma was speechless. "You gave up everything to help a stranger. Most people would have walked past. You didn't." She lowered her eyes. "I did what anyone should have done." He smiled. "That's the problem. Not everyone does, but you reminded me why I built this company in the first place. Not for profits, but for people." He pulled out a phone and made a call. "Tell the Seattle office to reschedule Miss Brooks' interview and to fly the board of directors in. I want them to meet her." He hung up, then turned to her. "And if the interview goes well, you'll have the job. We'll take care of accommodation and salary negotiations. Let's just say you won't need to worry about money again for a while." Emma stared. "Why died? Why would you do that?" "Because the world needs more people like you," he said simply. "And because you helped an old man who everyone else ignored." 2 weeks later, Emma was walking through a quiet park in Seattle, now wearing a company badge and a heart full of gratitude. She hadn't just gotten the job. She had been offered the lead role in developing Sky Legend's new charitable wing aimed at supporting elderly passengers, low-income families, and community caregivers. But she hadn't told anyone the full story, not her coworkers, not the media, not even her roommates, because kindness to her wasn't about recognition. It was about doing the right thing, especially when no one's watching. And now, dear viewer, you know who she is. The woman you see in the viral video smiling beside Arthur Harrington, the one being introduced as the face of the airline's biggest humanitarian initiative. That's Emma, the simple woman who missed her flight to save a stranger and ended up flying higher than she ever imagined. Kindness has no price tag, but it holds the power to open doors money never could. Never hesitate to help someone in need, because sometimes the detour you take out of compassion is the very path meant to change your life forever.